what? And read in the book too. Therefore said he unto them, the harvest truly is great. And turn them from darkness to light.
Didn't do, or they kept falling short of and sinning of. Now we got the chance to get right with the Lord and make it up, right? Give me the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 1 and verse number 40. Slack start at 36. Let's get in this thing.
2nd Ezra chapter 1 and verse 36. They have seen no prophets. Verse 35, your houses will I give to a people that shall come, which not having heard of me, yet shall believe me.
Hold on, what the Lord say?
Which not having heard of me, yet shall believe me.
That's a prophecy that, because we didn't, we heard of the Lord, but we wasn't our forefathers. We had to hear from, men of the Lord who set up right now. The Lord said he set up men to teach us in these last days. But keep going on this.
It says, to whom I have showed no signs, yet they shall.
Meaning this is like it, because we wasn't in the wilderness with our forefathers. We wasn't walking with who the word he called Jesus Christ, right? Keep going.
It says, to whom I have showed no signs, yet they shall do that I have commanded them.
What?
Yet shall they do that I have commanded them.
Those things that we doing, we gonna do what the Lord commanded us, right? Keeping the commandments, not eating the pork, not eating the shrimp, crab, and lobster. Keep wearing our fringes. Our women wearing the modest dresses. Adorning themselves in righteousness. And we keeping the high holy days of the Lord. We ain't keeping Christmas, Thanksgiving, all these Easter, right? We're not keeping all these things that the Lord didn't ordain. Now, it may be a little process for some of our people who are doing those to, escape them. But David said in the book of Psalm 119 and 59, he said that he made haste to delay. So he ain't delayed to keep the commandment. Can I show you what David said? Start at verse 59 in there.
Psalm 119, verse 59. I thought on my way.
What David say?
I thought on my way.
Like you did, sis. Like before you knew, now you thinking on your ways. Damn, okay, I used to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. I used to do these certain. Right, that's what we did. We meditated. You thought on it or meditated on it, right?
And turn my feet unto thy testimony.
And what?
And turn my feet unto thy testimony.
Like you said, sister, now you know better. Now you're going to start turning your feet to the testimonies, the laws, and commandments of the Lord. Keep going.
I made haste.
Hold on, what David say?
I made haste.
No, I waited a little bit.
I made haste.
I just need one piece of swine left.
I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments.
I had that spirit like our righteous forefather King David had. He said, I made haste and delayed not to keep it. So we got to start doing them as soon as we hear about it.
That's right.
Right? Hey, brothers dropped everything. Hey, what they say, drop everything and come quick. We dropped everything and came back to the Lord, man. So finish that out.
Come on, verse 36. They have seen no prophets, yet they shall call their sins to remembrance.
What we doing in these last days?
They shall call their sins to remembrance and acknowledge them.
What?
And acknowledge them.
What we doing right now?
And acknowledge them.
It could be all these things in this world.
And acknowledge them. I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness. And though they have not seen me, with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say. Yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say.
Sister, so in spirit we believe in these things. We didn't see the Most High Yahweh, who the word he called Jesus. We didn't see none of these, but in spirit we believe in it. We got to wear our fringes, right? We can't mistreat our women, whore them out. I'm just speaking bluntly. We can't do these things that's contrary to what the Lord said. So those again. So you're an Israelite, not to eat the shrimp, crab, and lobster. Today is right. What was today again? I forgot. The Sabbath. Do you know when it started though? It's Saturday, but do you know that the day starts at sundown?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. That'll be the Sabbath. Right? You know what you can do on the Sabbath? Well, you can. Okay. Yeah. Right. So, but the Sabbath is made for us, though. It's not as if we can't. You can go walk on the park. You can walk your dog. You can do things in righteousness, right? But I can see if you come in a buying and selling, the Lord is against that. Doing your own pleasures, right? And everybody had their own pleasure, right? But mainly, men and women, we like to indulge in procreating, should I say? So that'd be a pleasure that we will probably have to sustain from on the Sabbath. What else? No cooking. That's why you got 6 days to do it. Give me the book of 2 Maccabees 6 and 11, right? Because we got to treat the Sabbath like the day that it really is, man. 2 Maccabees 6 and 11.
This is the book of Second Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 11. And others that had run together into caves nearby.
So this is our forefathers in the ancient world. They was making decrees for us to not keep the laws, statutes, commandments of our God. But let's see how our forefathers got done.
To keep the Sabbath day secretly.
What?
To keep the Sabbath day secretly.
Right.
Being discovered to Philip, were all burnt together because they made a conscience to help themselves for the honor of the most sacred day.
For the honor of the what?
For the honor of the most sacred day.
What is the Sabbath day?
For the honor of the most sacred day.
Most sacred day, sister. So this is the day that we got to take serious. We come out here and teach our people. We could be at home, sitting down with our families and having our feet up. Hey, we standing on our feet 9, 10, 11 hours. All for our people, man. We making our body a living sacrifice for our people to come back to the Lord, right? Right, when we come out here, our feet don't get to hurt no more, man. Let's brothers get to pondering over, man. Right? So, hey, we feel like we levitating over here, man, through the spirit, right? So, but that's why we making our body a living sacrifice. So, if you don't got any other questions, sisters, you want me, sister, you don't got any other question? Okay. So, what's up? Oh, you want to get the description of Jesus Christ, who that word called Jesus Christ, or Yahushua? Okay, let's get that let's get that real quick. Revelation. Start at Revelation 1:1 first, Bible.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Read that again.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So the revelation or the revealing of Jesus Christ, who the word he called Jesus Christ, keep going, which we know as Yahushua in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. We got to say it with Yahushua. Don't that sound better than Jesus? Jesus, I came for you. Now we sing it here. We're not singing it. We sing Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. But keep going.
Which Yahweh gave unto him to shew unto his servants,
What?
to shew unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Literally said the revealing of Jesus Christ, which he gonna show unto his servants. Hey, we the servants of the Lord, right? And in righteousness, right? Hey, so bring that out in verse number. Start at 13.
Verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot,
Right. So he had he had a long garment on, right? Keep going.
and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
So back in the ancient world, we used to have it's like a belt, a WWE belt, right? It's to save you from getting stabbed. Because like back in the hey, they stab you right where it hurt. Once you get stabbed right there, hey, it's over. Right there, keep going.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His what?
His head and his hairs were white like wool,
It said the hair on his head was white like wool. Keep going.
as white as snow.
That's what?
As white as snow.
White hair, right? Like as an age man, he was in his 30s, so I keep going.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his what?
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So he had red eyes, he drank wine in moderation, and he was very angry, fierce. Keep going.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Hold on, read that again.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
So your feet, if you just look at your feet, isn't it the same color as your body? Is your feet different? No, it may be a slight tint. You know, some people might get ignorant. Yeah, my feet a little light, brother. It's chiefly the same color, right? It may be a little lighter because it's not getting as much sunlight, but nevertheless, it's the same salaki color as your body, right? But what color is brass? It's like a gold. It's a derivative of a brown or gold, right? Yeah, you're right. So it's like, but it's like a brownish, like right. So keep doing it.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Hold on, read that again. Now.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Not enough to say that it's brass, verse Salaki, right? That it's brown and dark or goldish, right? But it's so dark it looked like it burnt in the furnace system. So Jesus Christ was a so-called dark-skinned man, right? He couldn't have been a so-called white man. It's impossible, right? So these images and these lies that the world portrayed, we tearing them down through the spirit, because that's what our job is to do. Come and tell our people the truth, right? So that's what we are here. Expose the lies of the nations. Yeah? So that's the true image of who the word he called Jesus Christ. Right? So did that make sense to you, sister? Okay, all praise. So you don't have any other questions? Okay. All praises. Well, if you got any questions, we're gonna be right here. So we're gonna just try to go into something through the spirit. Okay, all praises to the Most High. All praises, sisters. Humble sisters, man. That's what we out here for, man. That's right. For our humble people, man. Right? Give me the book of Revelation. You can stay right there. Give me Revelation 1-10. Right?
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 10. I was in the spirit on the Lord's day.
Slaki, what John the Revelator say?
I was in the spirit on the Lord's day.
Right? You better be in the spirit on the Lord's day, man. The high day, like our forefathers literally risked their lives to keep it in the cave, man. Keep going.
And heard behind me.
And then what?
And heard behind me
Right.
a great voice as of a trumpet.
White Jesus voice.
A great voice as of a trumpet.
Blue eyes.
A great voice as of a trumpet.
So like your sisters, y'all got a minute to hear words of God? Do anybody believe in the Bible? We here to teach the Bible to our people. Hey, Elder with the hoary head with the what color is that? Green, neon. That's the words. Come hear the words of the Lord, brother. You got 1 minute for the words of the Lord, right? Come teach us some things. You of age, right? The Lord said our elder man should teach us things, man. But yet the times have turned, and we teaching our hoary heads, man. All right? They, you know, it's just ridiculous. Keep going.
And heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet, saying, I am Alpha and Omega.
Yahweh.
I am Alpha and Omega.
The King of Kings.
I am Alpha and Omega. The first and the last.
First and the last, man. By Shema Mashiach. Give me the book of John, chapter 21 and verse 17.
The book of John, chapter 21 and verse 17. He said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me?
How was y'all asking?
Lovest thou me?
Yeah, I saw people that, man. Do you love the Lord? Lovest thou the Lord? Keep on.
Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time.
Our people, they not grieved because we keep saying it to them, right? They grieve just because we speaking of righteousness, man. They want us to talk to them about weed and love and hip hop and whatever the hell else on the damn TV, man. Family, y'all got a minute in the words of God? Family, hey sisters, y'all believe in the Bible? Come on, let's show y'all something about God, sisters. 1 minute. Y'all believe in it? What's your nationality, sister? What's your nationality? What do you say your race is? Come here, let's real quick, sister. We here for you. All praises. We ain't gonna do no, we just out here coming all the way from Sacramento to come talk to our family, man. All right? So we out here to wake up our people, let them know they God-given nationality. Because the world never told us our God-given nationality. What the world call us? What else, sister? You know, we can go a whole list. We can just sit there and write it, and African American, and colored, and Afro, and all these niggas. See that? Our women now, they thoughts. Now their nationality is thought. Right? They may have that on the job application. That's love, man. So we trying to show our people what is our God-given nationality. Do you know what it is, sister? Can we show you? Okay, all praises. That's what our job is, to show our people their God-given nationality. Now, let's show our sister her God-given nationality. Give me the book of Philippians chapter 3 and verse number 6.
Philippians chapter 3, verse 6. Concerning zeal.
Oh, so like it's 7.
Verse 7. But what things were gained to me, those count.
Salaki, start at verse number 2 and 6.
2 and 6.
I think that's what I want. Let me get it real quick. And give me the Salaki, hold that one. Give me the book of Romans chapter 11 and verse from the top. God, we're gonna get this one.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people?
That's what we're saying. Like, have God cast away his people? If we just niggas, African Americans, blacks, we gonna see what the Lord said. What our forefathers said. Like,
God forbid.
what the Lord said?
God forbid. For I also am an Israelite.
That's our God-given nationality.
For I also am an Israelite.
What's our heritage and nation?
For I also am an Israelite.
It says the R for our so-called heritage race. We was Israelites. We're gonna get right to the chase. Are you familiar with the Israelites? Have you heard people say that? These rappers. So like we always say, the cat is out of the bag, right? We are called the Israelites of the Bible. No matter where you go in the Bible, the chosen people of God is the Israelites. But we got to prove that to you, right? Can we just say something? You say, okay, thank you. I'm going to go in this Walmart and I'm going to do what I got to do. We got to prove it, right? So let's prove it to you, sister. We're going to make it real fast, Lord willing, right? So are you familiar with the Bible? Have you read it? So what was Moses famous for? You don't remember? Okay, so Moses, what he did was he had to free his people, the Israelites, because they was in slavery in Egypt. They was in hard bondage, right? And they was literally in slavery, so they needed somebody to save them, right? If you was going through a hard time in a rough patch, wouldn't you want somebody to come save you? So that's the same thing that the Israelites had to get. The Lord raised up Moses, the savior for them. Have you ever heard of him splitting the Red Sea? And he had to bring the Israelites across it. That was Moses. His job was to save the Israelites out of their bondage and captivity, right? So during that state that they was in, after they came across that, now I'm going to make it fast, I know you probably got to go. So after they got through that, the Lord told Moses to tell the Israelites, hey, 2 things. Keep the commandments and be above everybody, or don't keep them and have bad things happen to you. Which one you think the Israelites chose? The first one? Okay, we're going to read the first one. Let's read the first one.
Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice.
You know what hearken mean? It just means to listen. It's like here, hearken.
unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
To what?
To do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
You said the Israelites did that one, right? Do you feel like you set a high above all the nations right now? So do you got to work for somebody? You don't got, so you don't work? Are you, you must be a little younger? What's your age? Oh, okay. See that? No, say so. How you doing today, sister? We just out here talking to our people about their God-given nationality. That's all we doing. Come here, so we here for you too, sister. So, what's your God-given nationality, sister? That's what we. This your daughter?
Life right now.
That's right, sister. That's right. So that's what we doing though. We were trying to show our sister life right now because the Bible is life. So can we show you too?
Where y'all church at so you can get up in the morning and go.
Well, the church is today. Church starts today.
Yeah, but I can't do today. I got to do another day with y'all.
Well, I know what. Okay, I see what you mean because you say you gotta sit down. But what the Lord said, the Sabbath day is on the Saturday. It's the seventh day of the week, not Sunday. So the seventh day of the week is what? Saturday. When you look at the calendar and go S to S. So thus for the Sabbath and the day that you worship the Lord is today, sister. Tomorrow really should be your rest day.
Every day.
Well,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna worship Him every day.
Well, yeah, you're right. We are too. Hey, brother, so we gonna worship the Lord every day? So yeah, sister, we agree. We gonna worship the Lord every day, but it's one set apart high day that you gotta chiefly do it on. Now, we're not taking away from any other day. You're right, we do it on that day too, but this day, on the seventh day, this is the high day of the Lord. So that's why we coming out here and we're trying to, I don't know, did your daughter or your sister, okay, grandkid. So that's why we were trying to show her her God-given nationality. That's all we were trying to do, and that's what we do to you too, sister. Lord willing.
Y'all keep on doing what y'all doing. Doing the right thing. But
Right.
guess what?
What?
Our sisters and brothers is killing each other.
Yeah.
Right from all.
But how we gonna stop that? How are we gonna break that condition? Can we show you what you just said? That's in the Bible. Sister, we finna, what you just said, listen to this real quick. Give me that Deuteronomy 28:54. Listen what you just said.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54.
The same thing that's going on right now?
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
His what?
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
That's the same thing. You said our people, we literally have an evil eye to our people, killing them, raping, robbing, and shooting them down in the streets, man. Right? And we make.
That's why y'all got to go out. Just don't do it on Saturday. Do it every day. Because these kids need that.
Yeah, you're right, sister. But so today, that's not the only day that we. Now, today is the chief day that we come out, but hey, we do the work all throughout the days, man. We work. We got to do these things. So when we see people, hey, we bid them and let them know who they is, man. Right? So we make videos. We got a YouTube page. We have an Instagram. We do all these. We try to magnify the name of the Lord and wake up our people every day. Right? The Lord didn't say just do it on one day. Right?
So where y'all fellowship at?
Well, we go across the whole Bay Area. Right, from Sacramento to here to everywhere, sister. It's no limit.
Verse 18. Flee fornication. Verse 19. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost, which is in you, which ye have of God, and ye are not of your own, for ye are bought with a price.
Right. Salaki, get 1 Corinthians chapter. Just get Acts 7. Just get Acts 7. Yeah, kind of see that. We're gonna try to make it fast for you. So I know you gotta go. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we got a flyer for you, sister. We got a flyer for you. So, nevertheless, I'm gonna just get right to the puzzle. We will be the Israelites of the Bible. Why? Because we fit the curses. These things getting sold into slavery, right? What else? Being in the lower state, living in the worst cities, right? Are we the ones living in Walnut Creek? Right? Do we live in the sky rises of so-called San Francisco? So these are things that's placed upon the Israelites because though they didn't keep God's commandments. All they had to do was keep the commandments. Getting sold on slavery. Who went on slavery? On slave ships, family. Are you familiar with that history?
I see you. I talked to you before. I seen you somewhere before. Different square.
I don't know, probably, yeah. Lake Mary. Oh, Con. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So we be at Lake Mary too. We travel all around.
Yeah, I see you guys down there.
Okay, Con. See that all praise.
What's going on down there? But I see you guys down there.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. So we just teach our people we the Israelites. We just gotta repent and keep God's commandments. That's all it is. Now there's much more we could have went into, but God said He don't dwell in the temples made with hands. So we don't have to go to a physical church because the Lord said He's not gonna dwell there. His spirit is not, or Him Himself is not gonna be confined to it. Right? The Lord is bigger than that.
Yeah, I talked to my daughter that we don't have to go to a physical church. church. We got our own personal relationship with God.
Okay, yeah. So to have a relationship with God, like, you really got to do what He says.
I know.
So, but I understand what you're saying, you know, because I mean, we used to think that, like, my brother right here, you know, I don't want to give out too much of business, but he was a pastor for years. So, you know, we was indoctrinated in certain things as well. But now having that pulled out our hands, stumped on the ground, and having our renewed spirit, now we understand that no, the truth is keep God's commandments, repent, and have everlasting life. That's what we try to teach our people. But we are Israelites, family. I know you can't, you know, you got to go, but we the Israelites. We got a flyer on there, number, Instagram, YouTube, more information, so you'll find out. So, okay, all praises. Okay, all praises, family. All right, shalom. Have a good one. All right. I forget the piece about it. What else? I was thinking about No. I was thinking about 1 Corinthians 6. But it was in 6. I think it was 15. Well, what was he at again? I forget. Okay, Con, let's go to the book of Psalm, chapter 11. Right? Psalm chapter 11 from the top, right?
Psalm chapter 11.
Psalm 4, 5, 6, 7.
Psalm chapter 11 and verse 1. In the Lord put I my trust. How say ye to my soul? Flee as a bird to your mountain.
Read that again, that's like. Hey, y'all doing today, family? How y'all doing today, family? Y'all believe in the Bible? Can we show y'all God-given nationality, family? How you doing today, family? Do y'all believe in the Bible? Can we show y'all something about the Bible real quick? We just teaching our God-given nationality. That's all we doing, teaching out the Bible. Our Bible's right here in our hands. That's all we doing, family. All right, y'all got to repent if y'all Israelites and keep God's commandments. Hey, what would you say your nationality is, brother? What's your nationality? Huh? El Salvador? Come here outside, brother. We teaching the Bible. You believe in the Bible? Come here outside, brother. Uno minuto, por favor. 1 minute, brother. All right, brother. You got to believe and keep God's commandments. Because you can say you believe, but if you're not doing it, you got to have actions. Right? Hey, you can say you love your wife, but brother, damn, put her in the headlock. Come here outside, brother. When you get out the stove, hey, today is a Sabbath day. We don't supposed to be done today, brother. All right, brother. You got to repent and keep God's commandments, brother. All right? You got to run in the store and do Lord knows what. All right. How you doing today, sister? You believe in the Bible? Can we show you who your God-given nationality, what your God-given nationality is? Let's go back to this song. Right? Oh, so I can hear you. Let's see. How y'all doing today, family? Y'all believe in the Bible? Can we show y'all something in the Bible? What's your nationality, brother? Yeah. Come here inside, brother. We're just trying to teach you the Bible real quick. Real quick, brother. It's going to be the light that you're going to need. It's the kindle that you're going to need to your brain, brother. Right? Got to be taking with it. Yeah, I know. How you doing today, brother? Y'all believe in the Bible? How y'all doing, family? We just teaching the Bible. That's all we doing. Can we show y'all something about y'all? Come on now.
We all need to hear it.
That's right, sister. Come here inside, sister. And your sons, too. 3 mighty sons. Come here inside, sister. So what we doing?
He was just talking about he want to start going to church.
You see that? And it's the church right here. Because the Lord, you said what happened, brother?
I mean, we've been, but we ain't been, you know, since before the pandemic was going, and then when that hit, it slowed, everything down.
Oh, okay, I understand.
So we're trying to get back.
Okay. So what we out here do is we teaching nationality and heritage according to the Bible. Because you know what this so-called world calls us. We could check the list off and just keep going, black. What would you say your so-called race is or your nationality?
What?
So-called, right? Sister, if I'm looking at you, I mean, you know we're near the color of your son's pants. See how crazy that is?
White, but,
Right. So what's your father?
Black.
So at the end of the day, though, let's just look at it like this. What we're trying to say is, how can we say we black when you can not the color? Like my mama, she would be your size, the color of your skin, your color too. And she called and said, I'm black. Oh, I said, no, you know in there. Okay, but that's we need to. Okay, so see, you just had to change. So what we're trying to make the point is that we can't be a color because that's a color out of a crayon box, right? And when you go into black, ain't black associate everything with evil? Black magic, black shadow, right. Black death, right? I never seen black associated with righteousness. You said, have you? You said what? Devil's cake, right? So the point we're trying to make is they give us these titles to try to make us into a negative image off gay. The personification or the persona of us is supposed to be evil, wicked, evil. Well, according to the Bible, we would be white. You want to get technical, right? Not skin color wise, but because white just symbolic. White and black is symbolic. White means righteousness, right? Now I don't want to go too deep, but nevertheless, we want to show you your nationality. Is that cool with you?
You want to show it to me?
Yeah, and throughout the Bible, through the Bible.
Okay.
I can't show you with a color or with a marker, but I'm gonna show you through the Bible, through the words of the Lord, because you believe in the Bible, right? Okay, all praise. So we're gonna show you, right? So are you familiar with the Bible? I know you said y'all was going back to go to church.
I used to go to church when I was a kid. My
Okay.
grandma used to take us every Sabbath.
What's the Sabbath day?
Saturday.
Okay, all right. That's right. Yeah, so the Sabbath, because I know a lot of people think it's Sunday, right? But according
That's
to
the
the
New Testament, I think. They said the Old
no, that's
Testament was
Christianity.
Sabbath.
That's Christianity. Because in the Bible, you nowhere near hear about the Sabbath day being on Sunday. It's always been the 7 days. It's Saturday. Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Because the day, according to the Bible, starts at sundown. Right. So what do you know? So you say you just start going. So do you know about the Israelites? You know the Israelites?
Yeah, I read about it.
Okay. What was they part in the Bible? What did they have to do with the Bible?
Somebody had to refresh my memory.
Okay, all praise. So that's what we out here do though. So the Israelites. So okay, kind of like so the Israelites, they whole thing in the Bible, they was the chosen people of God.
Right,
That's right, sister. So, but do you know what state they was going through in the beginning of the Bible? What condition was they living in? Was they living good or bad or? Yeah, they was living bad. Remember, they had to build up pyramids for Pharaoh in Egypt.
Right, okay, yeah.
So yeah, that's what. So they was living in the back of this. How you doing, sister? How you doing, sister? So what we doing is we teaching our other sister just nationality according to the Bible. Because like we say we black, we say we African American, but African American is the last name of two so-called white men.
I'm gonna catch y'all when I come.
All right, sister, Lord willing, you'll be an Israelite, Lord willing. Right. So, but what we're trying to show is that our God-given nationality out of the Bible. Because we don't want the so-called these other nations to tell us our nationality. How can they tell us our nationality? How can they say we black and African American, but with no proof? But we got the proof right here. You believe in the Bible? Okay, so are you familiar with the Bible or? Okay. So what we doing is we're gonna try to show you your nationality out of the Bible. Is that cool? Okay. So before we get started, are you you know who Moses is, right? And Moses did what? Okay, and why did he have to part the sea? Is he just want to see what was underneath it, or? Right. Yeah, he had to, because his people was in bondage. Give me Judah 5:11. His people was going through bondage. Right? All praises, sister. How you come here, sister? You want to say, okay, all praises, sister. All praises. Give me Judah 5:11.
The book of Judah.
So like it. Sister, come here, sister. We just teaching her the sister about the Bible. Yeah. You said a black church?
First day in me versus African Methodist Episcopal.
Okay. Well, you right here in front of your people, your family right now, sister.
All right.
So we gonna show you, right? What we was teaching our sister right here, we was going into nationality. Would you say you know what your nationality would
And
be?
you know what the Muslims used to say? See, I'm old lady. Black is the abstract art of all colors.
Okay, you can say that. So would you say that black is a nationality or heritage?
Black is abstract art from which all colors.
Okay. I could agree with that. Right? Because but more importantly, what would you say your race or your heritage is? That's the
African-American.
Okay. But can you find that in the Bible?
I can, but right now.
That's crazy, right? It's not though. So that's what we. You say you
it's in the
can.
Bible. Yeah, it's in the
So
Bible.
African
I
American
can't
in the
tell
Bible?
you right now where it's at.
So
but I know it's in there.
I would just speak to me, humbly speaking. I read the Bible. I never ever in my life. No, I mean it like I literally read it through, but I never seen African American in the Bible. I never seen it.
And I tell you how you describe it. Woolly hair.
All right, kind of. Okay.
Woolly hair.
Okay, yeah, you're right, sister. All right, sister. So we gonna try to correlate y'all two together, right? We don't want to just make one person above another, right?
No,
So
I gotta go in the store.
okay, all praise. So all right, so you would be are you familiar with the Israelites? Are you from? No. Okay, sister. All right, have a good day. You'll be an Israelite. You gotta repent, keep God's commandments. So back to the sister, Salakia, sister. Right. So what we was teaching was we're gonna show you what the Israelites is doing, because you know they was living rough over there, but we're gonna show you how they was living. Right. This why they needed Moses. This was the purpose why Moses needed to go and save them. All right, bring it.
This is the book of Judah, chapter 5 and verse 11. Therefore, the king of Egypt,
Who?
the king of Egypt
Remember, they was in Egypt, right? Keep going.
rose up against them and dealt subtly with them and brought them low with laboring in brick.
With what?
With laboring in brick and made them slaves.
Did what?
And made them slaves.
So Pharaoh had made the Israelites slaves. So Moses' job solely was to go get the people, split the Red Sea, and bring them back to the Lord. Right? So, brother, you familiar with what you say your nationality would be, brother? Mexican. So are you familiar with the Bible? Do you believe in the Bible?
I read it.
Okay. So what we were showing our sister right here, we were talking about the Israelites. Are you familiar with the Israelites?
Yeah.
What you know about the Israelites?
The 12 tribes of Israel.
Okay, yeah, that's right. So that's what we're speaking about right now, right? We're trying to identify who they are, right, according to the Bible. So with that being said, we just read to the sister why Moses had to go save the 12 tribes of Israel, because they was in bondage in Egypt. You familiar with that?
Yeah.
So they were slaves. Read that again real quick, Baba Kusha. We're going to read it real fast, right? Jude 5 and 11. We're going to show you why they were slaves over there and why Moses had to go. What their condition was and why Moses had to get them up out of it. Right, bring this up.
Book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 11. Therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtly with them and brought them low with laboring in brick and made them slaves. And made them slaves.
He's right there to the sister. So if you was a slave, wouldn't you want somebody to come save you? Right? So that's what we're saying. So Moses was that man. So like the sister said, he split that Red Sea. You familiar with that, right? And after he split the Red Sea, what happened after that? Then he just said, okay, y'all, good job, and dap him up, and that was it? Was that it? What y'all say happened after that, sis? Okay, yeah, they was in the wilderness. Yeah, you're right.
For like 40 days.
Yeah, they was in the wilderness. Yeah. So that's right. Right. So yeah, it's 40 years. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, Salakia. Yeah. So yeah, they did. But before that, like the Lord had gave Moses 2 things to tell them. It was to be to keep the commandments. It was all about keeping the commandments. Keep the commandments and be above everybody, or don't keep them and have bad things or curses placed upon them. So we're gonna get the bad thing, because the good thing is had the blessings, but they didn't ever have those, because that's why the whole Bible is about them being rebellious, not listening, having bad things placed. So we're gonna read this, right?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So do y'all know what hearken mean? It doesn't mean to listen. Hearken just mean. That's right. So hearken just mean to listen. So the Lord said, it shall come to pass if thou wilt not listen to do what?
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So what's a curse, family? Is it a good thing? If you're going through a hard time and you say, I say, man, you know what, I'm gonna curse you tonight. Is you gonna say, man, I needed that, man? What y'all gonna say? It's a bad thing, right? So these bad things or curses that the Lord gonna start naming, that we're gonna try to read to y'all, is only particular to the Israelites. It only happened to the Israelites. Nobody else can say, you know what, that did happen to me. Because it's only similar for the Israelites. So we're going to get a couple of them. Let's get 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
The Lord said what?
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So one of the curses that was going to be placed upon the Israelites, they was going to be cursed in the city, or having bad things, or living in a lower state, wherever you go. In Antioch or Pittsburgh, who living in the worst over here? What race of people would y'all say live in the worst over here? That's plain, right? Would you agree, sister? The so-called black and Hispanics, right? Right? You got Dominicans. You got a lot of different races. Not just, you can't just say Mexicans. You can say Hispanics, right? So, how you doing today, brother? We're just teaching our nationality about the Bible, right? So, are you familiar with the Bible? Have you ever heard of the Israelites? Okay, so that's what we're teaching about. We're trying to identify who the Israelites are in today's society. The Lord left breadcrumbs or curses in the Bible to help us identify who they are. Would you be inclined to hear? Okay, all praises. You want to get out the street, brother? We don't want you to get hit by a car, brother. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so what we just read, let's read this again for the brother. 16.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
We're talking about curses that was placed upon the Israelites. And he said that the Israelites were going to be cursed in the city and cursed in the field. So like we said, who live in the worst in wherever city you go to, nationality-wise? And the brothers and the sisters said black and Hispanics, right? Would you agree with that? That's right? No matter where you go, right? They called it the ghettos, right? Our people there, man, chiefly, right? And he said also, you should be cursed in the field. Who was cursed in the field? Picking the cotton, picking the tobacco. Hey, when you go into it, the so-called Hispanics, they literally still, like I drive trucks for a living, right? And I go to certain farms. Yeah. So I literally see the so-called Mexicans there right now still picking the fruit. It's crazy. So we literally living out the curses as of right now. That's literally something that I've been noticing, right? That's still going on. So that's talking about the Israelites, right? Let's get another one for the brother. For the family. Let's get verse 37.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
He said, now you're astonishment, right? We are shaking the head amongst the nation. And he said, Salaki, he said astonishment in a proverb. Y'all know what a proverb is? I know you probably know what a proverb, of age. What would you say a proverb would be? It's like a smart saying. Right. What would y'all say a smart saying is about us? The one I like to say, hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. Right? That's one of the chief ones, right? What they say about so-called Mexicans, what they say one of them? Yeah, you see that? So these different derogatory terms, basically. But the chief one is when he's saying, you should be called a byword. Y'all know what a byword is? It's basically anything outside your God-given nationality. Like we was talking to the sister earlier. We call black, African American, Negro, color, Afro-American. Why is our so-called nationality or heritage changing every 10 years, but the so-called white man just white? The so-called Chinese man just Chinese. The so-called Arab just Arab. Why is ours changing so much though? I don't know if y'all know, but the so-called Mexicans and they want to call them Latino X now. Latinx, lucky. Why is our nationality and heritage changing so much? It's because this is why. We just read it. The Lord said, and you was gonna be called. Read that again, Asalaki.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations.
Where?
Among all nations.
Even in China?
Among all nations.
No matter where you go, amongst all the nations, you're going to be had these on you. Right? He said, whether the Lord shall bring you. Let's get Deuteronomy 28:68. Listen to this one, family. This is a big one. Get Deuteronomy 5:6.
Verse 68. Right. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now remember, what was the Israelites doing in Egypt again, family? They were slaves, right? So the Lord said He's going to bring them into the condition again. But what though?
With chips.
With what?
With chips.
That's literally in the Bible. How did the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American man get over here to Africa? What mode of transportation did we get over here to America? Ships. Did y'all know that was in the Bible? Did you know that was in the Bible, sister? Did you know that was in the Bible and going on slavery on slave ships? That's crazy, right? It's right there, though. It's literally, so this is the thing that was placed upon us. We went into slavery for not keeping God's commandments.
Teach y'all.
On slavery, on slave ships, brother.
That's right,
now, would you say that this fits you, brother?
Yeah.
Now, who was the Lord talking to, though?
Everybody.
Well, He was talking to the Israelites, brother. Remember, all these things happened to the Israelites for not keeping. Remember, Moses was only with the Israelites. Now, there was a couple of nations with them, but chiefly it was the Israelites. So, what this is saying is that if these things happen to us, right, but it happened to the Israelites as well, who are we, brother? Would you say, sister? Would you say we are those Israelites, sister? We the Israelites, family. We can't get around it. We can't make it up. We can't say. Yeah, that's right, sister. The real Jews. That's right, sister. So yeah, we the real Jews of the Bible, according to the Bible, and we literally reading it out the Bible. We don't got our book closed like Creflo Dollar and just speaking our own words. We literally are showing it with proof. So what y'all think is required now? Is that the end all be all? You know you're Israelite and then do whatever the hell you want to do? What y'all think the Lord wants from us? Because what got us in this situation? That's right. Yeah, but it's more than 10. But yeah, you're right. Sis. It was us, but not keeping the commandments. That's the chiefly got us into this. So if not following them got us in it, keeping them is going to get us out of it. Right? So do y'all know any commandments? Sis, you know any commandments? Name a commandment, sister. One commandment.
The ones that, I kind of like. I mean, all of them are good.
Right. Sister's like, okay, I don't like tilapia. Okay. Thou shalt not. Okay.
Adultery.
Right.
I don't know the exact terms, but like doing the parents.
Honor thy mother and father?
Yeah.
Honor thy mother. Okay. Kind. All praises. Sister, get in this thing, man. What about you, brother? Anyone, brother. Sister named about 4 or 5 of them. So you said what else, sister? Well, that's not a sin, but it don't say verbatim don't do drugs, but I mean it is though, because you defiling your body, yeah. So you defiling your temple, so it is in there, but it don't say it verbatim. Thou shalt not smoke crack, right? It don't say thou shalt not smoke crack, because if you did, some of the crackheads probably wouldn't pick this up, man. No, but you said what? Yeah, but alcohol, you can use alcohol. It gotta be in moderation though. Let's get that in the book of the Sirach, right? You can drink liquor in moderation, right? But no, we ain't gotta get that. But you can drink liquor in moderation. Just can't be drunk. Once you be yeah, you're right, yeah. And Yahweh, he drank wine in modesty, right? Now, some of them try to call him a wine bibber, man. Like as if he drank too much, but he didn't. He drank it in moderation because he knew the law. He is the law, right? So with that being said, we're going to get some that y'all probably never heard. Let's get Leviticus chapter 11. No, let's get Exodus because you already heard it. Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Do y'all know what today is? I know you got to go, brother. I know. I see it in your face and your body. But real quick, do you know what today is, brother?
Saturday.
What's today? What's special about today? You got to lead too, sister? Okay, so what's significant about today? So it's the 7th day of the week. Today is the Sabbath day. Y'all familiar with the Sabbath day?
Yeah.
So what day is that then?
I heard that's the holy day, right?
Yeah, that's right, brother. That's right. It's the high day. Our forefathers literally risked their lives to keep this day, right? So today is the Sabbath day. Oh, you gotta go to work, sis? Oh, see that? Oh, that's crazy. And the Lord said that we don't supposed to work on this, but we know we in this captivity. You know.
Is it the Sabbath off though?
You say is it? What you mean?
Like people, I read that we don't even know the real Sabbath. Like it's not Sunday, or I think it ain't Saturday either.
But we gonna read this out real quick. We're gonna show you what it is because it's plain right here. Verse 8.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
For what?
But the seventh day is.
No, we don't know what it is.
But the seventh day.
Hold on, but it's not in the Bible.
But the seventh day.
So the Lord said the 7th day. No matter what, so any kind of, see, people get mixed up on the calendar. That's when people say that, they say the Gregorian or the Hebrew or that's if we in this world, so that means then you don't need to keep so that they get, so like I want to say this one point, they get that confused too with what's it called? What's the other calendar? Yeah, the lunar. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Keep the 7th day if our calendar's off though, you know?
Well,
On
I
that day-
know it's off. Everything is
I
wrong. So
just
give me
feel
Daniel
like-
7. Give me Daniel 7 and 25. We know that everything is corrupted, but as far as what we can go on, we gonna bring this out. Daniel 7:25.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 25.
Right.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High,
Right.
and shall wear out the saints of the Most High,
Right.
and think to change
Bring
time,
that out again.
and think to change
So
time.
it was already written through the Spirit that the Lord knew that they was gonna try to change the times. Right. That's why He written in the Bible. He said they try to think to change times and what else?
And think to change times and laws.
And what?
And laws.
That's why they say the law's done away with. We can eat whatever. We can do whatever the hell we want. Right? Keep going.
And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times.
But the Lord said right there in the Bible that the so-called white man in these other nations were going to change the times, brother. So, but as far as going into what we know, as far as this so-called calendar that we go with, that's why we go. The Lord said right now we're give me Judges 5 and 11. I'll show you real quick, but I know this is y'all gotta go, but we gotta set this in standard. Judges 5 and 11.
It's the book of Judges, chapter 5, and verse number 11.
Right, go. And give me the book
They
of
that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water,
Right.
there shall they rehearse.
Hold on, bring that out again.
There they shall rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord.
Brother, it's a rehearsal right now. We can't say that we're gonna have it 100% right now. You don't want to think too deep and go too hard because we only know so much in this captivity. Right, we think it may not even be the year 2023, right? Because when us speaking as a man, you said you said what's this? See that? Sister said not in Ethiopia, man. Right, but nevertheless, bring this out real quick,
Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
What we doing right now?
They shall remember themselves.
Right.
And shall know that I am the Lord their God,
Right.
for I will give them an heart and ears to hear.
So right now, brother, we remembering ourselves to keep what the Lord required from us. What's the Sabbath day? We rehearsing. That's why I want to bring this out. It's all a rehearsal, brother. Right? And you go to Colossians as well, and it says that right now is you can't really judge somebody on how they doing it, but as long as they keep it. Hey, I wouldn't judge. Hey, if a brother not keeping it, I get on him more than the brother who trying to keep it. We may be off a day or two, but hey, you still rehearsing and trying and showing to the Most High God your faith and your zeal that you really want to serve Him. That's what it's about, brother. You don't want to think carnal on it, right? That's not the right one. I'm just not gonna do it. Well, the Lord may deal with you, man. Right? Yeah, and the Lord said He gonna correct. He gonna make all things right when He come back, man. That's right. Right? So right now we rehearsing, and that's why. So that's why, yes, we keep the Sabbath day every 7 days. According to this wicked calendar, in this wicked society, the calendar is so-called on it. Hey, wouldn't you rather keep it on that day than to seek out and not be keeping it until you think you get it right and still be wrong, brother?
But then, I don't know, I just feel like, I've read the Bible because I've been in prison and stuff. So it talks about like even the slightest thing that's like innocent, you damn it's bad, man.
What you mean?
Like you can't, what people consider innocent today is still like a bad sin, you know?
Well,
Like sex, you know?
yeah, give an example. Like, bring a
Having
little
sex
clarification.
with people.
But it's not a bad thing having sex with people. The Lord told us to procreate. Give me the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse
If
21.
you're not married though.
But sex is marriage, according to the Bible.
Oh, wow.
So when see, that's a good thing though, cause see,
I'm married.
no, it's cool. So yeah, but, hey, a lot of us, right? A lot of us, right? But nevertheless, that's why once we find out, brother, we're like, oh dang, we can't do that. We gotta stop. And so if you was say like myself, you know, like I got a wife right now, right? According, not according to this, why I didn't get down on one knee and say, "Will you be mine?" and shake my knee off because it had dirt on it. I literally, because sex is marriage. So what we saying is, so yeah, you see that increase the shoe up? No, I see that no funny, but nevertheless, yeah, see that. So brothers going into it, but nevertheless, sex is marriage according to the Bible. Let's get that. Give me Exodus 21. Yeah, 21 and 4. Yeah, con.
Or like
Let's get that.
Exodus 21 and 4. If his master have given him a
like
wife.
22 and 16. So.
Oh, come.
22
Exodus
16.
22 and 16.
Right.
And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
That again, Bobby Kisha?
And if a man entice a
So
maid,
if you entice a maid, right? Now in the ancient world, I don't know if you know about it, but it was dowries. You was basically preordained to be with somebody. Like you would go and get, say if I wanted somebody's wife. I mean, it's like a woman, so not a woman wife. She like it. That's fornication and adultery. But if I wanted somebody's daughter, I would go to the father and, hey, what's the dowry? You would have to pay. Now, some people may say nowadays that's so-called prostitution, but that was the way that we did it back then, right? It was all in order. So you would say, okay, brother, you gotta give me 79 shekels because a woman is highly esteemed in the household. Right, especially a daughter. You got cook, clean. You know, she was doing these things around the house, so they was highly esteemed. So you would have had to go to that father and ask for that daughter. But bring this out again, huh?
God, Exodus 22 16.
Right.
And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed
That is not betrothed, right?
and lie with her,
And do what?
and lie with her,
What sex?
and lie with her,
And what?
he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
So yeah, brother. So sex is marriage according to the Bible. So that's why we tell our people once you know, hey, keep it in the bag, man. All right, keep it in the bag until you for sure and you know that that's what you want. So sister, what the Lord call us again, sister? That's right, sister. So we got a flyer right here. We don't got just a brotherhood like the brother always said. We got a sisterhood as well. So we have sisters who congregate with us as well. I mean, we have brothers' wives and things. If you got any questions, you can hit that number or we got an Instagram or YouTube. Well, yes, that's what we'll show you, sister. We know you work your way into it, but according to the Bible, real quick, sister, according to the Bible, that's minus apparel, according to God. So you would want to work your way up into that. It may be a hard thing. Start by throwing one pair of pants away, and then keep doing it, and then that'll make progression. But yeah, Karen, sister, we ain't gonna judge you because you got pants on, sister. We would make that admonishment that, hey, the Lord said wear it, so we want our sister to wear it as well. Not me. I mean, it's just what the Lord said. So, all right,
heads up, baby.
All right,
Watch that car.
All right, brother. What the Lord call us again, brother? All right, brother. All right, brother. Sister said, if I could come, do I gotta wear a dress? See that?
Like a Muslim.
He probably was, yeah. Yeah, kind. All praises to the Most High, man. The word going out, the sheep getting edified, man. Right? We had the heathen earlier. Damn, bow down and touch the Bible, man. I finna give her a Hadouken with the knee, man. I had to say, yeah, one touch the brother. Shoulder, the heathen going off over here, man. Right? You said what? Yeah, look at the heathen, man, turning around, man. Give me that, Psalm chapter 2 and verse number 6. I think that's what I want.
2 verse 6. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. The Lord has said unto me, thou art my son.
That's not what. Yeah, kind of.
Verse 8, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen.
Read that again.
Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Hold on, read that again.
Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Say he gonna get a heathen as a heritage. So all these people saying, the Lord, you can't, the Lord not dealing with slavery and this and that. Hey, the Lord is, man. Come on, brother. I thought you said you was coming to hear us now, brother. You said you was getting a truck at the barbecue and you was coming back, brother.
I know I had a party going on.
Hey, this the party right here, brother. We thinking about the laws, statutes, commandments, the Bible. Hey, the Most High God. Hey, this the Bible. This the party, brother. You gotta repent if you're an Israelite, brother. Hey, we reading the Psalms right now, man. The brother Yawanathan with the mighty hums right now in the Psalms, man. Right? How y'all doing today, fam? Y'all believe in the Bible? See that? That cut, man. That buzz cut, man. All praise to the Most High, man. Right? Sheep got edified. It was a mighty day in Pittsburgh today, man. Very profitable day, man. Hey, the Lord put in either heathen spirit to damn make us to let us stay, man. Right? It wasn't of him. It was all, give me that Acts 5:39. Right, it was all of the Lord, man.
Exactly.
It was all of the Lord, man. His name was Joseph, man. We were just talking about Joseph, man. We literally sit here talking about Joseph being a favorite, and then this heathen saying it, and he come with the name tag. And guys say, hey, I look with his name tag. I'm like, Joseph, man. I'm confounded, man. So it's okay. You guys can say, just put the frankincense and myrrh out.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Shit on my shit, man. Bring this out.
Book of Acts, chapter 5, verse 29.
You said what?
He said the other Edomite told me y'all was in the front.
Yeah, no, but y'all didn't catch what he said to the other Edomite. He said, oh, I thought y'all was in the front. Sorry, he said, and he pointed to the Edomite front like, oh, my bad. I thought that was in the front. Dude, this look like the damn front of the
I know.
building, like right there. So the Lord did that, man.
Yeah,
Brothers gotta
yeah.
understand that was really of the Lord.
That's
man.
right, King.
All praise, bring this up.
I'll go get my man. He's just gonna tell you the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go get
He
him,
was
man.
capping.
He
He was
didn't want to
capping.
go get him, man. All praise, bring this out.
The book of Acts, chapter
thought
5.
we was gonna
Salakia. And on one more point, that sister, hey, she started asking about the Apocrypha. And we all got the
Yeah.
Apocrypha first, so that's the spirit, man. All
Yeah,
praise to the
yeah.
Most High, man. Bring this out.
Acts 5 and 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather.
39.
39. Salaki. But if it be of God,
What?
but if it be of God,
You want to work coming out here to these different states and teaching the word?
but if it be of God, ye cannot overthrow it.
Right.
Lest haply he be found even to fight against God.
Never win against the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Most High God, man. Ba'ashem Mashiach, man. And never win, man. Right? Nobody can overcome the power of the Lord, man.
right.
Hey, everything subject to the will of the Lord, man. Right? Hey, we didn't worry and fear and afraid ourselves. Hey, through the Spirit, though, I kind of used a little discernment. Like, I see cameras right there. They gonna try to say something,
Yeah,
man.
right,
But all
right.
praise to the Most High, man.
All
Right?
praise.
Let's get the book of. Let's go back to Psalm real quick. Right? We'll close up in a second, man. Right? Psalm chapter 11. I think we was at Psalm 11. Right?
Chapter 11 and verse number 1. Right. In the Lord put I my trust.
Right.
How say ye to my soul?
What?
How say ye to my soul?
Right.
Flee as a bird to your mountain.
Right.
For lo, the wicked bend their bow.
For what?
For lo, the wicked bend their bow.
Right, and the wicked been their bow, man. Right, like we was going to earlier, man. The wicked touching our Bible and touching the brother. Had Uzziah down there ready to go in Hulk mode, man. What's the so-called Edomite name who played Hulk, Banner? Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner,
And then he was
yeah.
finna turn into the Hulk, man.
Yeah.
You see that? Sister, you got a minute to hear the words of God, sister? You believe in the Bible?
Come on up, baby.
We just talking about, can we show your nationality according to the Bible?
Wait, no, I'm trying to go to the store. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm driving.
All right, sis, you gotta repent and dress modest. We don't want to see that, sis. That's why our sisters in this condition, getting robbed and getting all this madness, man. How you drunk and you driving, sister?
With a little baby, though.
I mean, it's ridiculous, man. That's the condition of our women, man. The Lord said they like give me the book of Job. Yeah, you said what?
Oh, okay, all right.
Can I bring that? Give me the book of Job. Damn, I want the one where he said they like the damn, man, the ostrich. Put it up. That's Job chapter 31 and I believe Job chapter 30 and verse number it's 32, I think. Somebody find that for me, Bobby Shah. Get that in Job, man. Hey, this how our women is, man. He said they like the ostrich. He compared it because they literally a step on they. The water, 39 and 13. I thought it was 30 and 13. Yeah, bring that out in the book of Job, man. Let's get that first. How y'all doing today, family? Y'all believe in the Bible? Can we show y'all something? Hey, brother, do y'all believe in the Bible? Uno minuto, por favor.
Come, 39, 13.
What it says?
You say ostrich? Nah, it ain't it.
But that's it, though. It gotta be it. Yeah, Khan. Khan, all praises. Hey, somebody find that, though, Bible Shah. I forget the preset. How you doing today, brother? We just talking about the Bible. You believe in the Bible?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? What you mean by sometimes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you grow up in like any religion, Catholic or Roman Catholicism? What did you grow up as? Like, did you have a so-called religion or what would you say your heritage is? Let's ask that. What would you say your heritage is? What's your race? Would you say you Mexican, Latino?
Guatemala.
Guatemala. Okay. Guatemala. You got the Guatemala. You speak English, right?
No, not much.
Okay, we got the mighty translator right here. We need it. See that? Because they try to get away with it, but we got the translator. That's why I wanted the brother to read, man. So, what we teaching is our God-given nationality. You understanding me?
Lo que estamos haciendo es enseñándole a usted nuestra nacionalidad de Dios.
No, it's not. It's in Job. That's the same one. Oh, okay, Slaki, my bad. You got it. You said what? So what we doing is teaching our nationality, right? Our heritage, our God-given. So what we trying to do is bid our people back to the Lord. You believe in God?
Lo que está diciendo es, estamos tratando de enseñar, de tratar de llevar nuestra gente que regresa a nuestro Dios. Usted cree en Dios, ¿verdad?
So what we trying to? So with that being said, do you know what God called us as a heritage?
¿Usted sabe lo que Dios nos nombró a nosotros?
No.
No, that's what we're here for, brother. We here to show you your nationality. So we gonna say it plain upon tables. We are the Israelites, right?
Nosotros somos los israelitas de la Biblia.
Us, the Bible. So what we got to do as Israelites? Now I want to show it to you. Are you familiar with Christopher Columbus? You know Christopher Columbus?
¿Usted conoce Christopher Colón? Christopher Colón.
See. Do you know what did he do to your people?
¿Qué hizo él a nuestra gente?
Good. Did he do good or bad things?
¿Hizo cosas buenas o malas?
Pues descubrió América, no sé.
He said he discovered America.
He discovered America. Okay, so do you know what else he did? So are you familiar with the colonization and the enslavement that he did to you guys and your people?
¿Estás familiarizado con la colonización que él hizo y destruyendo nuestra gente?
So we can show you in the Bible that he did a lot of bad things to our people, right? Because we didn't keep God's commandments.
Le podemos enseñar a usted que eso pasó, las cosas que él hizo eran malas y las cosas que él pasó están aquí en la Biblia.
So what we got to do for those bad things not to happen is to come back to God. That's the whole purpose.
Entonces las cosas que tenemos que hacer para que no nos pasen cosas malas a nosotros, tenemos que regresar a nuestro Dios y guardar su mandamiento.
See that? You understand? So can we show you what's required for us to be back to God, for God to be back as one? Well, Salaki, can we show you what God requires from us as His people?
Entonces le podemos enseñar lo que Dios quiere que nosotros hagamos.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All praise. So y'all don't speak no English?
She does and I do.
Oh, okay. All praise. So now he don't speak English, so we gotta translate here. But I speak to y'all, and he translates to him. So what we doing is teaching our people our nationality, right? Teaching about y'all believe in the Bible.
Yeah.
So do you know what the God-given nationality is according to the Bible? No. Okay. So that's what we out here for. We trying to teach nationality according to the Bible. So I don't know if you familiar with the Bible. Y'all read it or a little bit or a little bit. Okay. So y'all familiar with the Israelites of the Bible?
Yeah.
So what condition was they living in the Bible?
Oh no, you got me there.
Okay. So the thing is, the Israelites, they are the chosen people of the Most High God, but they had bad things happen to them because they didn't listen to God. Right? Are you familiar with that? You familiar? Are you familiar with that? What bad things you think they did to against God?
They didn't obey God.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't obey God to keep His commandments.
The 10 Commandments that Moses gave to them.
Right.
Follow them.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
The proper way and keep that man.
That's right. So the sister just said it. So they didn't keep the commandments.